What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Regis Prograis in the news talking about Devin Haney, man. Basically saying or alluding to Devin Haney sending him a low offer, and this is kind of I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna touch on it. I'm gonna let you guys hear. Shout out to Ellie Setback. The interview was with Ellie Setback. I'm gonna let you guys hear what he had to say, and then we're gonna speak on it. All right.
Everybody calling me out, so right now I'm a hot commodity right now, so we'll see.
Eddie Hearn said he's working on you and Devin. I love the fight. I hope it happens.
I absolutely love that fight too. Only thing about that, you gotta pay me. That's it. You gotta pay me. I love the fight,
You're the champ, of course.
I'm the champ. You gotta pay me. You gotta pay me, and so far I don't know how much I can say, but so far they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about.
I'm sure it will work out because you have.
But yeah, you gotta pay for that. That's a big ass fight. You gotta pay for that.
Now, in normal circumstances, I would say that was that sometimes people do these tactics where what they'll do is they'll offer a fight to somebody, but it'll be for like next to nothing. And so when that person declines it, then they have the right to technically say, well, we offered them the fight, but they didn't accept it. And it's also sometimes it's in the contract where you can't speak on, because as you guys heard, he even stated, I don't know if I can say the offer, but it's in the like you can't speak on the offer that they give you or whatnot. So but in Devin Haney's situation, I don't think that's the case. I don't know what's going on as far as like, see, here's the thing. I think Devin Haney has more so the mentality like, hey, listen, I had to go through it. You guys had to go through it. And what I mean by that is, even with the whole Shakur situation with Devin Haney, offering Shakur, they say he offered Shakur 25%, and Shakur came back and said, Devin came back and was like, that 25% is more than what you made in all three of your fights, all three of your last fights combined or whatnot. The thing about it is, Devin Haney came out and was like, hey, listen, bro, I had to fight. I had to get these for these titles. I had to fight. I got like, I think he said he got like 20%, 22%, 25%, something like that. And I think he's more so like, bro, I had to go through it. Y'all got to go through it as well. And listen, bro. I'm not mad at Devin Haney for that offer at 135. I'm not like, if you want to offer that, because at the end of the day, at 135, look, Shakur can argue all he wants, but at the end of the day, let's say if he becomes mandatory and they don't agree on the if Shakur and Devin Haney don't agree on the purse split, then it goes to the whole the bid or purse bid or whatnot. And what happens then is, at that point, Shakur would still end up having to take 25%. So it's like, and Devin Haney has all the belts. So it's like, I mean, where are you gonna go? I got all the belts, bro. What are you gonna do? I'm the champion. I got all the belts. So at 135, I completely understand Devin Haney's move or whatnot. I'm not saying am I saying that I agree with it? No, not necessarily. Do I feel like Shakur do I feel like Shakur deserves more? I do. Because I can parallel the situations. The situations are similar where you have Devin Haney, who is undisputed at 135. So he has accomplished more than what Regis Prograis accomplished at 140. But same could be said with Shakur. Shakur was unified champion at 130 and a champion at 126. So he's a 2-division world champion. It correlates. You have somebody that accomplished more, but just not in that particular weight class. So I do feel like Shakur deserves more. But at the end of the day, I understand the game. Devin Haney has all the belts, so it is what it is. You're going to have to accept it. And then you get in there, beat him, you flip the script in the rematch. But as far as Regis goes, well, I think that's quite a different story, because though, yes, Devin Haney has accomplished more at 135 than what Regis has accomplished at 140. Devin Haney has never been a champion at 140. Regis is the WBC champion at 140 or whatnot. He's a 2-time champion, as a matter of fact. So I think that it's kind of unfair to try to lowball Regis, because at this point, Devin Haney really has no leg to stand on at 140. Regis can just sit there and say, all right, well, buddy, I have the belt. You don't have a belt at 140. You was the man at 135, but I'm the champion at 140, bro. So if you don't want to give me a fair split, then I'll just move on to the next one, and you can find somebody else to fight or whatnot. Good luck with that, because Devin Haney already has a hard time fighting or getting these fighters to get in there with him, period. All right, so I feel like that's the reason why Devin Haney is holding those belts. at 135. Why he keeps killing himself to make 135? Because Devin Haney knows, like, bro, without them belts, a lot of people just don't really want to fight Devin Haney, man. And even with all the belts, even being undisputed, people still, the only person that actually seems to be calling for Devin Haney is Shakur Stevenson. And now Lomachenko, I think he's calling for a rematch, but I'm not so sure how that goes, because, I mean, it's not like, you know, Dev's the champ, so if Dev wants to rematch, cool. But it's just one of them things. So it's like, bro, I don't know. I don't know what I believe that's why Devin Haney is holding those the belts at 135, but I don't know what he's gonna do if he can't get a fight with Regis, at 140. I mean, I'm sure there's other guys that will fight him, but I just feel like since Regis is the champion in that weight class, and that's where it does kind of make negotiations hard, because that was one of the things with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. You had Errol Spence, who accomplished more at 147, but overall Terrence Crawford has the more accomplishments. And so when you put that together, and then you have one fighter that does pretty good numbers, and you have another fighter that doesn't do so well numbers, so doesn't do as good of a numbers as the other person, unless if he's at his home or whatnot. It just makes things complicated in the negotiation tables or whatnot. So in this situation, yes, Devin Haney can parade and say that he is undisputed, but you have to understand, this is a different weight class. This is no longer your weight class until you establish yourself here. So I kind of think that I would love for this fight to be made. I do understand what Regis Prograis is saying, and I'm kind of in this situation. I'm kind of leaning towards Regis Prograis. Like, I'm the champion, bro. You can't sit here and just do me like that, bro. And it's not like you're Tank Davis, where you're just doing these great numbers or whatnot, and selling out arenas or whatnot, in the US or whatever. So I can understand why Regis Prograis would be feeling some type of way about this offer or this situation. Regardless, man, I definitely hope that they can get something going on, bro. I don't want this to be like a thing for Devin Haney now. People trying to say that he lowballs everybody as far as when it comes to offering the money or whatnot. But at the same time, I understand where Devin Haney is coming from, because Devin Haney has the mindset like, bro, I had to do it, bro. I had to do it, so now you have to do it. It's the same thing, just like with Canelo and Floyd. Floyd and Canelo fought at the catchweight at 152. Canelo was like, hey, I had to do it. Now somebody else has to do it. I'm the A side now. Now you got to listen to my demands, for somebody outside of Floyd or whatever. So, it's just one of them things where it is what it is, bro. It's just one of the tactics of boxing. But I just hope this doesn't get in the way, because I think this is a very good fight, Devin Haney and Regis Prograis. I would actually love to see, I would have at one point loved to see Devin Haney fight Josh Taylor. I don't know where Josh Taylor is going at this particular point, but and then Teofimo Lopez is quote unquote retired or whatnot, so I don't know where he goes. But 140 is a cram division or whatnot, so I'm more than sure Devin Haney can find somebody. Now I don't know, if they'll have if it's one of the champions. I mean, I believe that he will. I would prefer for him to fight a champion, but 140 is a cram division, so yeah, I have no doubt in my mind Devin Haney would get a good fight at 140. A few good fights at 140, as a matter of fact. But I really want this fight with him and Regis. Regis, a lot of people don't seem to be so keen of getting in the ring with Regis Prograis as well. So both fighters have issues with. Actually, both fighters are more on a case-by-case basis when it comes to promotions, and that's why I was telling you guys, like, guys like that, people won't let their fighter fight them, because it's like, man, bro, that's risky. Like, man, you beat my fighter, I basically get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not signed to my promotional company, so you can just beat my fighter and dip out. So it's like, that's why I say, like, when people have that, unless if you're Canelo, when you're a star, the face of boxing or whatnot, then you can do that. And people would take that because of the money offer. But when you don't bring as much money like Regis Prograis or Devin Haney does, as far as much as Canelo does, it's a high risk, low reward for the promoters, and that's why these two have a hard time getting fights in or whatnot. But hopefully they can get something done, because I would really love to see this fight. I'm not gonna do a breakdown until we get some more news. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is in the wrong? Who do you think is in the right? Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. But what do I know?